Okay, we're gonna do some merch tactics gameplay. I'm almost at 3k trophies. I use the Spirit Empress. I think it's a bit stronger than King or whatever it's called. I think it has a higher skill ceiling. You can get a lot of elixir with it. And here we have a decent start with 2 goblins. That's one of the ways to really get the elixir started with the Spirit Empress. The key with her in the early rounds is to just start merging things as much as you can. Because the way she works, every merge, well obviously every merge you get 1 additional elixir, first off, but merging already gives you 1 elixir. And so when she merges, she'll give you 2. And when you sell a troop, it sells back for, it's basically half it's its original value minus 1, or basically like however much you've spent on it minus 1. And so if you merge the troop just at least 1 time, you will have netted money. Sorry, I just had to focus in place. You will have, normally you would break even, because you buy 2, say you buy something for 2 elixir, and then you buy another 2 elixir thing, so you've spent 4 elixir now, and its sell back is normally only 3 elixir. But since you merged it once, you normally get 1 and you break even. But with the Spirit Empress, you get an additional 1, and now every time you merge something, you basically have 1, you're like netting elixir basically every time you merge. So as long as you only sell 2-star things, you basically retain, not only retain, but you make elixir throughout the game. You just kind of make it almost out of thin air, essentially. So that's the key with her. But you can get a little screwed over sometimes if you can't merge enough in the early rounds. I might be losing this one, so I just gotta focus a little bit on my next draw. Well, we're not doing too much damage here. Maybe we'll win. Our 2-star to be executed, maybe. I think it will. But no, I've definitely had games where you get merging going in the early rounds. And then by like round 3 or 4, you have a board with just like no strong units at all. Those are the games you'll lose. Mega Knight's probably the worst troop in the game. As you guys can see, I've created a tier list and I put it off to the right. And it's just like my personal opinion on troops in the game. Okay, cool. I like this so far. Mega Knight's atrocious. It has, I'm pretty sure, less health than a mecha. Less damage, obviously. And what's supposed to make up for that is lousy, like, jump ability. The builds are decent, but his jumping ability and stuff just does not make up for it. Like, I remember back in Clash Mini, the Mega Knight was one of the tankiest troops in the game. And that was part of what made it good, was you could buy it, and it had so much tanking capability. Hold on, I gotta lock in for this round. Sell this. Queen. Get a 3-star queen. Oh wow. That is really good. Surely that gets me through this round. You've got the Rangers. I'll maybe move it up a little bit so I can hit the back rank troops maybe. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, like I was saying, Mega Knight, I just find it so underwhelming. Like, you could have a 3-star Mega Knight, it's underwhelming. This guy, the 2-star Mega Knight, got crushed. It would be a elixir troop, and I think it would still be like similar power level. It just has no, like, most 4 elixir troops, once you get it to like say 3 stars, it kind of takes over the game. The Mega Knight, not at all. It really does not take over the game, which is not what you want from something you're spending so much elixir on, right? Okay, let's see what we can get going here. Can I get a 3-star goblin? I'm gonna move out of the goblins soon. They're really not providing me anything good. I maybe should have done it that round, but I did kind of run out of time. That's my bad. So what strat are we against? We're against throwers. Let's see how much we can do for us here. Getting splashed by the bomber, really not good. Going down here. Yeah, I probably should have done a little bit more selling in the shop. Oh, wow. Let's try and switch into clan. He's not in. Yeah, look and see, look how much elixir I have, because I've been only selling right when I get to 2 stars. I've been netting elixir all game. You get this 3-star bandit or something. 3-star. You saw me there. I was sometimes selling the 1-star golden knight. That was just to see if I could maybe get a 10-star golden knight or something. And with people but here with 4 clan troops, hopefully really pop off that attack bonus. Come on. The queen is just so strong, man. She's in my S tier. I also put Royal Ghost in S tier because the chaining, the invisibility can be a little broken at times, I'll be honest. There's counterplay to it. I find Giant Skeleton to be decent. I find Valkyrie can get him sometimes if you position it pretty well. But it is pretty busted sometimes. And then the A tier there, all those troops are basically, they can be like a carry on your team. If you get any of those to 3-star, you should be doing well. All the B tier troops I think are viable to play. Some people I've seen, they've put the knight lower in the tier list, like someone had it in like D tier. I think the knight's a solid card. It's very good health for its elixir cost. It's probably stronger early game than late game, but it does give you one of the, it's one troop that's part of the noble clan or whatever it's called, which is one of the, it is a good perk. It either reduces damage to the front line or boosts the back line, which is not a bad perk at all. I find the Juggernaut buff to be really underwhelming. It gives like some percentage of like shield to itself and like troops behind it. I don't find the shield to be very impactful. It says for the first 6 seconds as well, which I feel like it doesn't even need to have that text. Like most of the time your shield runs out after the first 6 seconds anyways. Like I don't see a problem with the shield technically lasting the whole. They normally run out towards the start of the game anyways. Okay, so we got an early merge there. Now with the, you want to be careful with the Spirit Empress by, like, you don't want to necessarily throw down a bigger troop like Golden Knight early because it's a bigger elixir investment. And you can sometimes run into, like you run out of elixir when you do something like that. You generally want to stay towards cheaper troops, I find. So you have a better chance of, merging and netting that elixir. Especially against the Spirit Empress. Okay, so someone else is going Golden Knight. They're gonna throw me a Valkyrie from the huddle up field bonus, I guess is what it's called. I'm not sure the name. I'm not going into Prince too much. I think Prince is one of the lesser strength units partly because getting a 3-star Prince really doesn't do much. And what's the name of the clan? Is it? I don't know the name, but like the like clans that troops are part of, or the cohorts or whatever, right? Is that the cohorts are important in terms of like how strong a troop is, right? And the Prince is part of like the Brawler one or whatever it's called, I think. And Noble's decent, like I talked about earlier, but this Brawler one, the Brawler one's not bad, but neither of them synergize crazily well with the Prince. Like, sure, the extra damage or maybe health can be nice, but I don't know. He doesn't go nuts even when you have a 3-star one. I think it's a really long stun, right? But it's not the craziest thing in the world. So what are we doing here? I'm just kind of sitting. If I want all 4 aces, I need to get a band and get right? Like I said, we're gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Yeah, a lot of damage. Okay. Good shot this round. We gotta take the strat that fit into these rounds where all 4 players are still in the game and the shops are tight are the hardest rounds to play. So gotta get something down. Let's go this. Guess another Mega Knight, but like I said earlier, again. Archer. Maybe get this clan upgrades that we can roll into there. Hopefully we don't die. We'll take out a few troops and we won't die. And then from here, maybe we can check if anyone has Valkyrie. Try and get a higher level Valkyrie. Maybe I can try and get this guy's backline is going to be a problem. Any Valks around. This guy's almost all no, he is all assassins. There's one Valk sitting here. Okay. A nice strong attack. Can we get this? Can't quite get into throw. Okay, so we got the same troops, but we have a 3-star packet now and a 3-star next that I can maybe use that executioner up. There goes up. There we go. It's too much of an issue next. Executioner is quite good against them. When the plate goes back, it take over the game quite often. So if you're struggling against the queen, Xe is not bad. Wow, we just got a 3-star bandit, that's sick. Alright, this might be the lineup we're rocking with for the rest of the game. Let's just see if we can get... Oh, maybe we can switch into throwers a little later on here. I say late, it's not even too late. Let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, yes. We're losing a bit of elixir here with these sales. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even check my opponent's board. Hopefully this will work. We're gonna jump our executioner on Mega Knight. Also got back a little bit of tank in the back lane. We might take the loss here. Assassins are quite strong. And our 2-star bandit overwhelmed the stuns. It's gonna be close. Our Valk is gonna do well against the Royal Ghost. Come on. Oh. Yeah, see. That's the difference between the Royal Ghost versus my setup. He had he had an S rank troop, and I didn't. All right, we're gonna do one more game here. I'll try and talk a bit more. Hopefully, you guys have been getting good tips and good tips about how to play merge tactics, and specifically how to play Spirit Empress. She can be quite tricky to play. But like I said, going for cheaper troops early on and trying to find easy cheap merges is what I found worked best. And don't be afraid, even with the king too. You have to get good at the shop phase and not being afraid to sell some of your quote unquote better troops sometimes. Like whatever, if you have a 2-star packer or something, just sell it so you can get through some more shops and see some more troops. Switch up your strat. Sometimes the luck is just not on your side though. So, I'm gonna go against the P.E.K.K.A. So this, what's it called? The Undead perk could be decent here. We'll get this Goblin and we'll just put him in the Pandora tile. I guess search for like a bomber or whatnot. Maybe we'll go throwers this game. No one's got Xe down yet. I really like the throwers. When you get all 3 down with the 3-star executioner, the DPS is just nuts. Especially on the executioner. And then if you have the throwers right, and then you get down a P.E.K.K.A. or maybe a Mega Knight, but preferably not a Mega Knight. But if you get down a P.E.K.K.A. right, and you get the Ace buff, it increases the executioner's damage even more. And that is really good. So, we got the beginnings of this setup. We're kind of merging Undead and some of these Ace troops. Hopefully we get a Spear Goblin sometime soon. But not crazily rare. There's a few 1-star Spear Goblins around, but there should still be some in the shop. And you can definitely pick them up later in the game. Most people don't stick with Spear Goblins late in the game unless they're going for throw-ins, right? But with me getting this executioner, I don't think anybody else is really going to go deep into the throwers this round. Wait, did someone else have bomber? That guy had bomber. Okay, let's get a prince here. He's cheap. We don't really hit anything we want. I guess I can keep the prince roll with this. Knock his pack out of the way. And then let's just really bombard this side to try and get down his P.E.K.K.A. It should be on this side because it's on his left side. Right? Yeah. Take down some stuff. They take down two-star executioner. I don't think anybody else has. Unfortunate there. So yeah, in that round, as you could see, I couldn't really get a 2-star executioner in time. That definitely would have helped me live that round, right? I at least would have been able to deal more damage on the Skeleton King and take him out. I just say we got a little bit unlucky. I maybe could have sold some more, like, you know, 1-star guys to scrape together one more little reroll in the shop to try and find the executioner. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else I would have done too much there. And yeah, just those 3 games today. Hopefully you guys got some good tips and tricks, and comment anything if I missed stuff in the comments. Comment your favorite troops to use, your favorite strats. If you guys think that you guys think Archer Queen's too strong or Royal Ghost is too strong, comment your opinions on that as well. Open, you guys 2-star. And yeah, like the video if you guys enjoyed.